day 6 of
day
Bob
6.
Ross watch. He started painting with his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was painting. He was like, I'm going to use my hands and make it look like watercolor. I was like, why don't you use watercolor? But he still pulled it off.
How can hands look like watercolor? It just makes me think of finger painting.
Because it's Bob Ross.
Because it's Bob Ross. He's so pro. He makes oil. No, what was it?
Acrylic.
He makes acrylic painting looks like watercoloring. It's amazing.
He's like Jesus, but with paint instead of water into wine. It's acrylic and watercolor.
And then in that episode after that was his son.
Oh yes.
And then yeah, it's just disappointing.
Was it still Steve? Or was it
Steve?
Okay.
And he grew out his mullet even more.
Oh no.
False Ross.
Oh, I mean, the last time we saw him, it was 1989, and then it was 1991.
Michelle and I were talking about this today. I could see like Netflix picking up that show since it's popular now.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like Steve Ross.
Well, you know what? Now with the success of The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross, I want Yan Can Cook. That's the next thing that needs to happen.
They just stream Tommy in.
Welcome to the Ultcast, where we talk about movies, television, games, and everything geek. Today's recording date is November 4th, 2015, and I'm Mike roninphan, sitting in for JD, who is currently getting his arm removed and replaced with the actual Big Boss arm.
Man,
Is it to scale, or is it...
Yeah, it has to be... Well, actually, no. He's only a casual.
It's a tiny
I'm
arm.
Joking.
Man, that's exactly what I was thinking if I was going to end up hosting it.
Yeah.
I was like, well, JD passed away from having his arm bleed out from surgery.
Because he tried to get a prosthetic replacement that was too small.
Yeah.
Because that's all he could afford.
Well, no, because, he's just a casual. He's not a real fan. Otherwise, he would the imported Japanese PS4.
Yeah, he'd import too.
Yeah. With me is also Mick, the Mixters, Mickey B, McSpaz.
What?
Macaroni and cheese.
Ooh, wow, that's nice. Nicely done.
How many puns can we come up with for Mick? Mick, how you doing today?
Good. Yeah, cool.
How cool? Got some
pretty
strongbow in you?
Some, yeah. Not a whole lot.
Feeling confident?
No, never.
All right, moving on. Christian, the
what's
Punisher. How's it going?
It's good. Chilling, hanging out behind a microphone, living that Bob Ross lifestyle.
Yeah. Dude, you gotta grow your fro like that.
You gotta grow it out a lot.
Yeah. We need to have a painting party.
We do.
Yeah, with strongbow.
This podcast is not sponsored by Strongbow, but it's pretty good.
Well, now it's sponsored. Strongbow better pay up, motherfuckers. Mick, tell us about some casting news that we heard, including BD Wong. Tell us about BD Wong. I'm Asian, by the way, so this is not racist.
So now every time that I need to say his name, I will direct to you for you to say it. So
Okay, let's see how this works out.
Okay.
BD Wong
has been picked and cast to play Hugo Strange in season 2. No, season 2 is playing right now, in the future season of Gotham. And Hugo Strange, not normally Asian, but
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's an ethnic swap. Some of my people getting some representation now.
Yeah.
To be honest, I hung in for half a season of Gotham before my brain melted. And I got really angry because they keep like spitting in the face of canon.
Yeah, it's pretty much just waiting on you to finish season 1, and then you got halfway, and I was like,
Yeah, I like how season 2 is like it's a season of the villains. I was like, what was season 1?
Yeah, really, what was it?
But I'm actually a huge fan of BD Wong. I was really aware of him from a long time ago. Remember the first thing I saw him in was the Jackal. He had a very small role, but he's also in Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. He's the only returning character.
Yes, he is.
From the retcon.
And because he's playing Hugo Strange,
yeah,
I can just imagine him being his character from Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, but instead of dinosaurs, it's just villains.
Here's the thing. He had a huge run on Law and Order SVU as a FBI forensic psychologist. So, surprise, he's playing another psychologist.
So, combine everything.
Yeah. And
nice.
So, here's a shout out to you, #BD Wong. What else? There's also some Guardians of the Galaxy news. Tell us about that, Mick.
Palm Clementif has been cast for was previously unknown role in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, but it's finally been released that she will be playing Mantis.
Mantis. Okay, so I'm not a big Guardians fan. I love the movie. Like, I was unaware of them before when they announced the movie. I was like, who the fuck are these people? But then, they hit it off. I really enjoyed the movie. So, what about Mantis? What's her origins? Do you know?
Well, doing a little bit of background research, Mantis has actually been all over Marvel universe, not just with Guardians of the Galaxy. She was an Avenger. She started off. She is of Vietnamese and German descent, so she's got that.
Didi now exile.
Yeah.
Exile.
That stuff. And then she was given up to a sect of the Kree where she was like trained and kind of worshipped.
Wait, so she was human? And then she
was human. Like, yeah, that's the whole thing. Because she's green and has antenna.
Well, yeah, we were talking about the look of her too, because she's green. I have a feeling they might change her color.
I think they probably will.
To separate from Zoe Saldana.
Yeah. Gamora. And also, like, they probably will change her backstory just to be an alien, because they messed with their backstories for the movies.
Yeah.
Especially, like, Drax, he was originally human.
Yes.
But they made him an alien because they thought it would detract from Peter Quill being the only human in the movie. So I think they'll probably make her a full-blown alien. Different color skin, maybe. Maybe yellow, who's Asian.
I mean, maybe they'll end up, if they don't do full alien, maybe they'll go human and try to tie her between being half human, half alien, the same way as Star-Lord.
Well, that's true also. And then you got Rocket Raccoon, who's technically an Earthling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he is a raccoon.
Wasn't there that deleted scene of him being taken from Earth and being worked on?
Really? I didn't
there
see
a deleted
that
scene?
No, I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I think it was either that or it was in a trailer that was early on, because I remember it being weird that it wasn't in the movie. It's like,
oh, okay. It's probably an early trailer.
Yeah, it was like him being taken into a lab and him being just like injected and having all these machines like stuck in him.
We can make him better, stronger, faster than before.
We have the technology.
We have the technology.
Don't
but
have the
don't
budget.
have the budget. So, raccoon.
Sounds about right.
What are her powers, anyways, or her abilities?
According to comicvine.com, which is listed in alphabetical order, her powers include astral projection, attractive female, empathy, fire control, flight.
Pause. Attractive female is
Attractive
a power?
female is apparently a power. I mean, I wouldn't know, but...
Aw, come on.
Self-erect.
Yeah, self-erect.
I mean, really?
You're an independent black woman. You can pull it off.
And then it goes on to intellect, levitation, magic, plant control, psychic, telekinesis, telepathy,
Jesus fucking
and unarmed combat. Her time with Guardians of the Galaxy she was kind of like a telepathic counselor,
She's an empath.
person.
She reads
Yeah.
emotions.
She's gonna have her powers nerfed.
They better. What can stop her at this point?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like Drax the Destroyer. Calls himself the Destroyer, gets his ass kicked anytime he's near someone.
Hey, you know what? Say what you want. Drax was my favorite character because every time that man opened his mouth, nothing but pure gold fell out of it. Just like, metaphors go over my head. Nothing goes over my head.
I would catch it.
My reflexes are too quick. I will catch it. The guy is pure magic for me.
It really is.
Next casting, or not even casting news, a rumor mill is in the next Batman solo film after BVS DOJ. That's Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. I'm calling it that until people realize how ignorant that name is or stupid it is, because I'm going to even order my ticket there like that. When we go to the ticket booth, it's like 2 for BVS DOJ.
I mean, we've been calling it that for months already.
I know.
Just
Yeah.
our circle.
Yeah, it's just retarded.
It's no matter how you say it, it's a mouthful.
Yeah.
I mean, saying the full title is just exhausting.
Yeah.
So BVS DOJ.
BVS DOJ.
Is half as exhausting.
Like, I have a life to live. I just want to say BVS DOJ gets over.
I want to make it lazy. You're like, but anyways, Batfleck might be directing the next solo Batman film starring himself. And the rumor mill is that it might be the lead antagonist will be Jason Todd's Red Hood. Now, there's supposedly hints of it in both BVS DOJ and Suicide Squad. That's what we're assuming. The Robin costume with the graffiti on it was probably written by Jason Todd as a failure for Batman. But so this is my personal opinion on it. For you who have played Arkham Knight, you're okay. If you haven't played Arkham Knight, prepare for some spoilers.
Earmuffs.
Earmuff. The Arkham Knight is... Give it 10 seconds. It's Jason Todd, Red Hood. So, for me, it feels like they've been shoving Red Hood down our throats for the past, like, six years or so with all the different animations and games. And I don't know. They seem... Because it's like the biggest plot twist in the Batman mythos. So for those who don't know, Batman had a second Robin named Jason Todd, who was a little more brash, and no one liked him. So they made a poll for the comics to either kill him or keep him alive via Joker beating him. And people voted for him to get killed. So Joker killed Jason Todd. Through the magic of resurrection, I'm not even going to go to the backstory of that. It's just stupid. It had something to do with Superboy punching a hole in reality and altering it. But Jason Todd came back to life.
Wait, that's what the original story was?
Yeah.
Huh. Because I just remember the Lazarus Pit.
Well, no, that's from the cartoon
the
movie.
animated.
The animated movie
Under the Red
Hood.
Which
was awesome.
Really great.
Yeah, which is actually a better story than original.
Yeah, I think Under the Red Hood is the best telling of Jason Todd that I think there could ever be.
Yeah, and in Arkham Knight, he wasn't actually killed. He was just, like, tortured and tossed aside.
And Batman believed him to be killed. But it was just, in the original Superboy, it had to do something with the Infinite Crisis. Superboy literally punched a hole in reality. It sent out a ripple effect that altered reality. Jason Todd came back alive in his grave, dug himself out, found out that Batman didn't kill Joker for killing him, got emo, went around the world, trained to be like Batman, and came back as the Red Hood. So, I mean, we have Under the Red Hood movie, and then we have Arkham Knight, the game. I was like, and now we're gonna get the movie version of it. I was like, I want to move on from Jason Todd.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're gonna be getting the movie version rumored, which also would mean it's being brought up in Suicide Squad, and BVS DOJ and all that stuff. So leading up to it, so it's not just going to be the movies. It's going to be everywhere.
Like, I like the Red Hood character, but telling the same story over and over again is kind of tiring.
Like, the Red Hood character is cool. He's basically a Batman that kills.
Yeah.
Which is, Batman has that one rule, never kill. But the problem is, like, they keep retelling his story, especially in Arkham Knight. It was so heavy-handed how they were hinting it.
Oh man,
I was hoping it wasn't going to be Red Hood, because when the whole thing was like, Arkham Knight's a brand new character. And I was like, there's no way they would give him another secret identity. That seems pointless. And then when they kept hinting that he would be, that it is Red Hood or Jason Todd, I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, I was hoping against all hope that it wasn't him, because that was the popular theory, and it'd also be kind of too easy. But when you hear him start speaking and he's just like kind of whiny behind his anger, it's like, oh man.
Yeah, and he was like, he gave hints of his crew what to do. His militia was like, hey, shoot between the armor plating. And I was like, he knows who he is. It's Jason Todd.
Meanwhile, for me, I didn't play the game at all.
Yeah.
I had no exposure to anything. It's just all of a sudden I saw like an image character spotlight of Red Hood.
Yeah, that's what gave it away, because on one of the pre-orders,
GameStop pre-order,
there was a Red Hood DLC challenge map, and that's what gave it away.
Oh.
And I was like, it's probably Red Hood. And I was like, no, don't make it Red Hood.
Yeah, no, for me it was just I saw Red Hood and I was like, he hasn't been in any of the other Arkham games. Oh, he's Arkham Knight, isn't he? It was just all of a sudden made sense in my head.
I was hoping that Red Hood DLC pack just to mess with us, because like I said, that was the popular theory. So I figured they knew and were just like putting that out to throw us off track, but nope.
Yeah, so I mean, Red Hood's a cool character. Don't get me wrong, I like him, but and they said that they were looking to cast an unknown, but I really hope they get what's his name that played his voice on Under the Red Hood. Jensen Ackles.
Oh yeah, Supernatural.
It was Dean from Supernatural.
What if?
I thought he did it.
That's right. He was Red Hood. Jason Todd.
What if Taylor Kitsch.
Oh, fuck you. That dude's ruined enough of my movies.
And shows now.
And shows. Season 2, True Detective. Alright, so moving on from that, what kind of paradise are we expecting to see next?
Ooh.
That was rough. I'm sorry. That was in tribute to JD.
I was about to say that's better than JD's.
Yeah. Oh, that is better. Yeah, you're right. I am better than JD. All right. Christian. On the front of Alien Paradise Lost.
So early this year, there was a lot of talk about Neil Blomkamp helming the next Alien movie.
Which is a direct sequel after Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, retconning Alien 3 and
getting rid of 3 and
Resurrection.
4. Yeah, and this was after there was some concept art and some story stuff that he put out there saying how excited he'd be to do the next Alien movie. But there was also the little matter of Ridley Scott wanting to do a Prometheus 2.
Right. Which I know a lot of people that actually like it. I'm one of the few people, or we're one of the few people that actually don't like that film. Besides, it doesn't make sense, you know.
I heard nothing happens.
A lot of weird things happen.
But like in terms of like major things, it's
plot
just
progression,
kind of like,
nothing progresses. The only thing you know is that you know about the space jockey from the first movie, which is the was it
the engineers?
The engineers, that was it. And then where maybe the xenomorphs may have come from, but I really hope that's not like the origin, but it probably is.
See, thinking of space jockeys just makes me think of Left 4 Dead.
If that makes you feel better.
Yeah, and eventually Prometheus 2 got renamed Alien Paradise Lost.
Yeah.
And well, lately we just found out that Blomkamp's Alien movie is being put on hold, so it's probably going to be taking place after Paradise Lost, before the Alien movies.
When is Paradise Lost supposed to be released? Like next year? Or in 2017?
May 30th, 2017.
I was about to say it would have to be 2017.
So we gotta wait like an extra at least 4 years before the next Alien, and it's supposed to take place after Aliens, James Cameron's Aliens, which Ripley's returning, and was it Major Hicks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and he's acid burned. So I mean, I'm somewhat of a fan of Neil Blomkamp. So far, to me, he's only been proven with one good movie.
Yeah. Which
is District 9. I really didn't care for Elysium, and I've yet to see Chappie, but I heard it goes on the same line. You saw Chappie, right?
Yeah, so Chappie is one of... Well, I wouldn't call it good, but because if you watch the trailer for Chappie, it's not the movie you think it is.
Yeah.
It's this weird family comedy, but also with some really...
So Short Circuit.
I was about to say it's an updated Short Circuit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turns out that
Johnny Five is alive.
You'll have to see it for yourself.
How do you know about Short Circuit?
I'm the youngest sibling with a 9-year age gap. I grew up on 80s movies.
Well, at least your parents raised you right. Continue.
Yeah, I won't go further into Chappie because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But yeah, it was the movie you think it was. It was entertaining, but not great. And after that, a lot of people started to kind of lose their faith in if Blomkamp can be as competent, or if he just got lucky off District 9.
I think, I believe he got lucky off of District 9. And you remember the whole thing was he wanted to do the Halo movies.
Yeah.
But no studios will pick it up because they thought it would be too expensive. And as a nephew to the studios, he made the commercials for Halo 3, live action commercials. And to me, I was like, that looks horrible. But it was commercial budget, so I don't know. But I hope I'm more interested in his Alien continuation more than Ridley Scott's Paradise Lost.
It's going to be in South Africa.
Well, of course it is.
It's going to be a demolished town somewhere.
Well, stick with what you know. Evolve some. Yeah, because you remember when they were like, what was it in Elysium? They were supposed to be like East LA.
Yeah,
or
East
something.
LA.
But it looked like Mexico. It's like, this looks like Mexico.
Like, I like Neil Blomkamp's aesthetic, like the really grounded sci-fi look. But yeah, aside from District 9, there hasn't been a movie of his that I really liked. And he keeps like teasing District 10 or whatever the sequel's going to be called.
Oh, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. So, How You Live Long and Prosper, Michelle.
Wow.
On, CBS.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
It's like butter, isn't it? Slipping into the next
I mean, you could have done something along the lines of like aliens and space travel and District 10. I wonder if that's like, in San Francisco. What else is there? Starfleet.
Yeah. I'm not that nerdy to know about Starfleet. Oh yeah, I did know it's in San Francisco.
Okay, so anyway, apparently there's talks of a Star Trek TV series being released in 2017. They haven't mentioned anything about it tying into like the new revamps or anything, or if it's just going to be like a random Star Trek.
I hope it ties into it because we've already seen 4 or 5 series from the original canon.
Yeah,
universe.
Star Trek, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and Enterprise.
Yep.
Plus random movies.
I feel like this TV series has been coming for the longest time because ever since they announced the reboot, there's been talk of like a new companion TV series.
Right.
And also, a lot of people blame Enterprise for the death of the television of the original series. But to be honest, I kind of like Enterprise. If that's wrong to say.
I can't remember if it's. I was
Bakula,
hearing.
man.
Yeah.
We were just talking about
Fucking
We were
Bakula.
talking about Scott Bakula before we started this. I can't remember if it's Enterprise or Deep Space Nine started going into like actually tying in all the other shows to each other. I think it had to have been Enterprise because it was planned for the season after it got canceled was supposed to start like getting really like tying Deep Space with Voyager and Enterprise all like together at the same time.
And it was really dark too.
Yes.
And I remember I never kept up with the show hardcore, but I remember catching a couple of episodes of last season, and I noticed the lighting even got darker. I was like, this is really mood lighting. It's like no one could be properly lit on this spaceship.
Star Trek is one of those shows I always wanted to get into because everyone seemed to like it, but the 2 episodes I would watch on UPN at night never got me into it. Oh, it prompted a
Hey,
phone call.
somebody didn't silence their phone.
Sorry.
Live podcast.
Cut that.
Anyway, I tried to get into Star Trek, never could. It always just seemed a little slow to me, but then again, I never stuck with it. So
It's all about the politics, and yeah, I'm with you on that. Like, I didn't get into Star Trek from like very beginning. I only started watching it because when I study late at night on Sundays for college, UPN was the only thing that was on, and they reran Deep Space Nine and Voyager.
yeah.
Meanwhile, my dad was a Trekkie, and so I
can
grew
see
up watching Next Generation and just random episodes of Voyager because I remember female lead.
Jane.
Yeah.
Captain Jane.
Yeah.
Janeway.
Generally, people I know who are into it were into it like you because their parents introduced them. Like their dads or their moms just like have the DVDs of all the episodes or whatever, and they just got into it.
Oh, I wonder if I should give my dad that for Christmas.
I remember. Oh crap! That's right. I just remember something. We actually interviewed one of the cast members from Voyager. Now I can't remember his name. He played the young Borg that was liberated. Damn it! What was his name? I have to look it up. But he worked on the show as a young boy that was liberated by Seven of Nine, played by Jerry Ryan. And there was this episode. By the way, he told this off camera, so I might get in trouble for this. He told this off camera, but he was in a scene with her when they were being body scanned, so they were laying underneath blankets, and he said he couldn't hide his boner, so he's fully erect. With a blanket on top, sitting next to Jerry Ryan, who is actually half naked herself. So he's like, "Don't tell that."
I mean, young Jerry Ryan. I mean,
Yeah,
tell you
Jerry
what.
Ryan. I don't blame him.
But so back about the new show, apparently, like the project is going to be worked on by Alex Kurtzman, who is the film producer of the revamped Star Treks.
Okay. So then it has to, I'm guessing it will tie into the new J.J. Abrams universe of Star Trek. Will we see any lens flares? Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's CBS, so it's
Yeah, and that's another thing is it's like it's
well, it's 'cause
to
the
debut
UPN
on
doesn't
TV.
exist.
Yeah.
UPN doesn't exist anymore.
Well, it's going to debut on TV, and then it's going to go from there onto CBS All Access, which is like their web streaming.
The home of Supergirl.
Yay, Supergirl.
Like
And-
this article says, it's clear that this is the first program developed specifically for CBS's online platform.
And Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. Well, then my thinking is that it's going to be not as high budget as a full show then.
Right.
So I have a feeling, well, if they're smart, then these would be more character pieces than concentrating on the sci-fi elements.
Like build the universe.
Yeah. So that, I mean, at least that could be. It might be have potential. I don't know, but all we could do is watch. I guess I really don't like watching shows on CBS. Forgive me, but like I never watch How I Met Your Mother.
I mean, none of them are
Two
really
Broke
good.
Girls don't interest me.
Yeah.
Two
I
and a Half
mean,
Man never interests me.
Mike
I
and
liked
Molly.
How I Met Your Mother, you know, up until that last season.
I hear it's good, but it's just a new age of Friends
Yeah.
to me, and I grew up with Friends watching that, so I was like, I don't need another Friends.
In the
show.
series finale, that was just like a
Ugh.
big fuck you to everyone who'd been
It
watching
really
for 10
was.
years.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you could have just stopped watching after season 1. You would have been fine.
Yeah, no, my
You still got
dad
with Robin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So,
my dad watched the last season and then went back to the beginning, and he was like, I don't understand why people are so mad. I was like, oh my goodness,
Well,
Dad.
I had a feeling like he would, like from what I heard, I was like, you should end up with Robin, and then she became like Maria Hill.
Yep, Agent Maria Hill.
Yep. All right, so that's our movie and television. Let's move on to something else, like games. Well, speaking of Star Trek and being in the new generation of stuff, Christian, what has Nintendo done to step into the next generation?
So
Ba-dum-bum. Like Mick is like squinting really hard right now. I mean,
Well, Nintendo isn't just focusing on the next generation; they're focusing on the NX generation. Oh yeah.
fuck my
Boo
word.
hiss.
Booers.
So a few days ago, or actually last week, after we recorded our last podcast,
Right after.
Nintendo announced something called the Nintendo account. Basically, it's an account system unifying their hardware from PCs and smartphones to users as Facebook, Google Plus, and Twitter accounts.
What does that mean?
So through this, whenever you buy or play a game, they'll toss you freebies like, let's see, merchandise from games, discount coupons, or digital content. And they also introduced, you ready?
What?
Cloud saves and game data.
Aw, took them fucking long enough.
Yep, something they should introduce in like 2009.
Yeah.
And alongside this, they're introducing a new points program, which you can earn points from purchases and gameplay. So, and yeah, those together would offer what I mentioned earlier: merchandise discounts, digital content. This is gonna tie into, or it should tie into anyway, your currently held Nintendo Network ID, unless they want to really just fucking screw it up and make you get a whole new thing.
Yeah,
Which
the whole
one would
Nintendo code.
they? Yeah,
The
16 digits.
It was a 16
Yeah.
digits?
It was like a credit card.
So yeah, I mean, good on you, Nintendo, for finally catching up. But is this too little, too late? You guys think?
I mean, I don't like. I feel like even though, because everyone knew they were going to do it with this NX stuff, but the fact they haven't done it thus far is kind of sad, especially when you think about how many people purchase digital things through their stores.
Yeah.
Because your Nintendo account currently is tied to the console you have.
Yeah.
So even
and
though-
only that console. So if you buy games from last console,
And someone steals your 3DS or something, you're out of luck.
yeah.
I mean, all I can think about is the whole thing about like using points and possibly getting freebies. And so like you're playing Mario Maker and it's like, hey, if you use your points now to get this free like bonus power up that you can use 2 times. And it's just like just doing something ridiculous like that, just being like, hey, points for this, do this, and it made me think
I
of
guess the points
microtransactions.
would be like their achievements.
Yeah, that's
or
what
Yeah.
trophies.
Yeah, essentially their achievements.
But yeah, okay, well, Nintendo has enough money in their war chest from the Wii success to do whatever the hell they want.
Mm-hmm.
So,
aren't they gonna run that out soon though?
no, they said they have. From what I remember reading, I can't remember where I read it, but some financial analysts looked at it and they said they could run and do failures until 2050.
Until 2050?
Until 2050,
Like,
where they're in trouble.
This is the thing with Nintendo that's always bothered me, and like how kind of closed off they are.
Yeah.
Because with, I don't know if this is a Japanese company and American company thing, but with the American companies, they're reactionary and like competition.
Yeah.
Like one company does something, then the other's going to try and do it better.
Nintendo's traditional, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And that may have to do with their Japanese roots, unless I'm being racist.
But I mean, Sony was originally a Japanese.
Yeah, but they're
company.
tied.
But and you're right. They did adapt towards Western marketing.
Yes.
I guess. And now currently they're on top.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Nintendo could take more risks, and that's what makes them interesting, in my opinion. Because
they don't take risks.
no, they can't take risks. Because they have so much money from the war chest that they could do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And so we're hearing this, the NX, whatever, that it might be a portable console that connects to a home base that makes it stronger to run the high-end games. I mean, that's interesting, but does that mean I have to get a new 3DS? Or no, the 3DS is useless now, I guess?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because like if you buy the NX, which is supposed to be the handheld system hybrid, then will my games for my 3DS, and if I digital?
I want to know if they transfer over.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
So hopefully this is a step towards that.
Then one of the podcasts I listened to, they made the joke like, what if someone from Nintendo got their hands on a PlayStation or an Xbox and couldn't figure out what their saves were and realized what the cloud was?
Yeah, because remember we talked about it before, but in a previous interview, I want to say it was Kotaku or Polygon. They were interviewing Nintendo execs, and they asked them what do they think about their competition, like Xbox Live and PSN, and they're like, "What's that?" Not aware of their online community at all, and that explains why online Smash sucks ass.
Yeah, those 3 frames a second on Smash 3DS.
Christian, besides Nintendo becoming self-aware of online communities, what else they got?
Well, they have a mobile game called Miitomo, due out in 2016. This is a free-to-play game, which essentially is a social networking game that ties to your Miis.
I'm already bored.
Yep. It's the Mii version of Tomodachi Life, where you can use to...
I was about to make that connection. Of like, is it Tomodachi Life? Please tell me it's Tomodachi Life.
Like the line above Mick's head, the invisible line. Sorry.
It's a social networking game, quote unquote.
Can I marry Shaun White? Like I did on my island in Tomodachi Life?
You probably can.
I'm in.
That doesn't take much to sell her.
Shaun White, man. We had kids.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah. We had 2 sons on my island that I had no control over.
To Shaun White, I apologize.
To Shaun White's estate, I have no idea who this woman is.
Hey, he was a free me that they gave out with QR codes, so he probably married a whole bunch of people. Ooh.
Nintendo's description of the app says it's ideal for players who are reluctant to reveal things about themselves or talk to others.
So
it's an anti-social networking game.
It's anti-Facebook.
Yeah.
Well, at least we won't get any duck lip pictures.
And originally due out at the end of 2016.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Yeah.
Sometime. They pushed it. I mean, me personally, I don't really game online, and I never had a Tomodachi. So, and I tried Fallout Vault.
Fallout Shelter.
Fallout Shelter. And my vault died within a day or two because I stopped caring. So I doubt this game's for me. But you, Mick, you seem really hyped about it.
Well, no, just about Fallout Shelter. You know how I brought it back like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Deleted it like 2 days later. I don't have the time, and it took up a lot of memory space on my phone. And it started getting onto me.
It eats up battery.
Yeah, it really
What about
does.
anti-social me characters?
I'm willing to give it a go.
Oh, Yeah, it was originally due out fall 2015, delayed to March 2016. Okay.
So it sounds like you want to play it, Christian, because you voted on it. You brought it up. Would you play this?
I'd like check it out for an hour, then probably delete it.
Well, you should check it out for a while and write a full review on it.
Oh God.
Do a full 5-page review.
See, with Fallout Shelter, at least I could go in there, make Vault 420, then delete it. But with this, it's like there's nothing like to bring me in.
I want your review on my desk by Monday morning.
Okay, sure, you'll get it.
It's not even out yet. Mirror's Edge Catalyst got delayed. So, Mirror's Edge was an interesting game. I thought it has really good concept. It's just that it was running on Unreal 3, I believe.
Yeah, like the early version of 3.
Yeah, and like the architecture and the buildings look great, but when you look at character models, it was horrible. The controls were interesting. I see potential in them. So I was really looking forward to Mirror's Edge Catalyst, which is a sort of pseudo reboot, from what I understand. They won't straight up say it's a reboot, but it practically is, and it's interesting that you could reboot a game after one movie or one outing. But the original release date was February 23rd, 2016. It is now moved back to May 24th. Now, producer Sarah Jansen said that they did it to work on the game more to make it better. But here's the thing. It was supposed to be released at the same time as Deus Ex Mankind Divided and Far Cry Primal. So I believe it was pushed back because it was going against heavy competition.
Yeah, because out of the 3 of those, Mirror's Edge is the one that hasn't had a game in like, at that point it would have been like 8 years.
Yeah, they haven't had a successful game.
Yeah, and Mirror's Edge was a game I like you said, I like the concept of. I just didn't like how it played exactly.
Yeah.
Especially with
first-person hardcore.
Yeah, especially with the enemy NPCs, because I felt they were kind of overpowered. Because I tried to do the run where you don't use a gun at all.
Yeah.
And eventually it just like got to the point, like got so crazy.
Oh, I made it a purpose to get a gun and shoot people.
And especially when you got the gun, it just felt like trash trying to use it.
Yeah. And it's running off the DICE engine, which is the same engine that Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront's running off.
Frostbite 4, I want to say.
Is it? I'm not sure. I think so, yeah. So, I mean, it looks good.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed that it's delayed, but at the same time, I'm kind of grateful because fucking everything's coming out in the spring.
Street Fighter, Uncharted.
Street Fighter was like a week before.
Yeah, February 16th.
Yeah. So, have you played the Mirror's Edge game at all, or had a chance to?
Not yet, but I got it at a Steam sale last year.
Nice.
So, I have it. I just need time.
And then, speaking of Steam sale.
Isn't that coming up soon?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fall sale.
The fall sale. We're about to go broke, people. Speaking of not being out, guess what comes back in?
Yeah, wow. Nope. No.
No?
Boo
Just
earns.
a continuation of a story that we talked about last week.
Yep.
South by, with the Soul canceling 2 panels that were about Gamergate and harassment. The panels are back. That's it. They're back.
They're
Yay.
back.
They harass,
So the online community harassed them to bring back the harassment.
Yep.
I suppose, yeah. But I guess that also
irony.
means BuzzFeed and Vox are back in.
I guess.
No, not BuzzFeed.
No, yeah,
Think
not
of the
Fox.
children.
But yeah, I mean, there was a lengthy discussion last week about the state of Gamergate and harassment online. But I mean, is it the correct medium to be delivering in? I think so. I mean, Jade doesn't think so last week, but I was like, when else would be a good time?
Yeah. I mean,
this has to be a serious discussion at some point, and avoiding it doesn't. You know what? I don't think putting it on Fox News is the right platform either.
right. And I mean, honestly, I would much rather have it at a convention.
Right.
That, well, like something like South by instead of something like PAX.
Right.
Because PAX, you're going to get those people that are a lot more fervent.
Yeah.
And a lot more like dead set in their ways. Whereas South by is kind of more like a conference.
Right. I mean, it's more.
It's more than PAX. That's
it's
for
more
certain.
than just gaming centric. It's
Right.
other social medias.
So you don't have like those super fans that are dead
Well,
set in
and I
their
also
ways.
hate the media's coverage of it when they're like beyond pro feminism or third wave feminism, I guess, the supporting Anita Sarkeesian and stuff like that. But you know, to each his own. But yeah, this will be interesting. I unfortunately I can't go to South by Southwest. I didn't buy tickets.
I'm sure this seems like one of those panels someone streams.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if the panel is big enough and enough people are interested, and like this one, if there are enough stories behind it, I'm sure they'll put it up for people to watch.
I can definitely imagine that being one of the stream
To me, it'll be better balanced than having it on Fox News or CNN.
Oh yeah, no, it does not.
Because they're very biased. They try to demonize, I guess, Gamergate supporters.
It should not be on a news channel debate.
Yeah,
it absolutely should not.
Yeah, put it on somewhere of like equal, where there are people of equal ground, like 4chan or Reddit, somewhere.
Yeah. Everyone should. 4chan and Reddit. All right, moving on from that.
JD says so. You say moving on.
Moving on from that. Christian, how will you crush it? This story coming up next.
I don't remember what the next topic was, so I'm actually really... What was the next topic?
Crush this last story for us.
God.
Right after Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even though it isn't Halloween,
Anymore.
Activision paid...
Wait, let him finish, man. Let him finish.
My bad.
Activision's paying $5.9 billion for Candy Crush, that is.
Oh, no. I have never played that game, and I never will. But
Me neither.
I have.
I remember it being like...
of course you have, you casual.
Part of the problem.
I only played it on Facebook. I didn't play the mobile version.
You're supporting terrorism.
I don't play it anymore.
Yeah, Activision bought King Digital Entertainment, the makers of Candy Crush Saga, for $5.9 billion, which is not only a lot of money for them, but just a lot of money when you think about how much companies have acquired other companies for less than that.
Wait, that's more than Marvel? Disney bought Marvel for?
Disney bought Marvel for $3.9 billion. Disney bought Star Wars for $4 billion, and Star Wars is infinitely more like culturally important than Candy Crush.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what other games Activision did. Didn't they do like Watch Dogs and stuff?
Activision publishes Call of Duty, Destiny, World of Warcraft, StarCraft, and Diablo.
So a company that does a whole bunch of microtransactions bought the game that caused so many people microtransactional problems and caused like those bills to be passed about
full circle, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Circle.
Yep. And now it's kind of weird because I don't know if Candy Crush can be culturally relevant again, or if they're willing to like team up with them to publish mobile games that tie to their main games.
Apparently Candy Crush is still really popular among people, I guess.
Well, here's the thing.
It keeps randomly popping up.
They buy the important news is they bought the company that makes Candy Crush, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe they're trying to get them to develop mobile games tied into Call of Duty.
That's what I was thinking.
Candy Crush. Who made Candy Crush? Was it?
Can you imagine Candy Crush with like guns instead of candy, like going down?
Like Terrorist Crush or something.
I don't know.
Oh man, like doing that to like unlock weapons.
I think we just found the name of the episode.
Al-Qaeda Crush.
Oh no.
No, don't do that.
No, don't. No.
I was gonna go with Terrorist Crush, but
or if like they try to do stuff, I could see them doing this to tie in with World of Warcraft, StarCraft, or Destiny.
Destiny microtransactions, man.
Is there not an episode where we haven't talked about Destiny? You son of a bitch.
What's your platinum status? How you doing on Destiny?
I'm good. It's there. I play it.
You play it? I remember I read a blog someone wrote, and forgive me, I don't remember who, but I think it was on Kotaku. Says, I haven't played Halo 5 and Destiny's to blame.
Once you play Destiny, any other shooter just feels like garbage. You can't play it again.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even think it looks that good, but I could be wrong. I haven't played it.
I mean, because like a couple of months ago, they had that Black Ops 3 beta. That was the only game I felt like I can get into just because the movement and controls are like Destiny, but then again, same publisher.
Well, Black Ops 3 is out now, right? As of yesterday? Wasn't it released on Tuesday?
Out.
No.
I think it's out like
Marcus.
Maybe it's next week.
When
Might
is
be
Black
next week.
Ops 3 out?
Friday.
Friday.
it's one of those.
I
games.
knew it was this week.
Okay, yeah. So that was Marcus, by the way, our roommate. He's around for useful information like release dates of games. Okay.
I don't pay attention to the news. I don't know why I'm here every week.
There's an app on your phone that could just give you the news.
All right, make sure
What
to cut
app?
this part out.
It's called News.
I don't have that app.
Oh, she hasn't updated her phone.
No, I don't have iOS 9. I'm still on 8, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps it up for this week. Please check out our website, ultness.com, and all our affiliated social media sites like Twitter @Ultness and Facebook.com/Ultness. Hey, you know what? Please tweet us questions or mention our show. And if you have any ideas or questions that you want to ask us, let us know on @Ultness. That way we could get your questions on the air on the following week. It'd be cool. It's worth it. Tell them how worth it is, Mick.
It's worth it.
See?
A ringing endorsement right there.
You know, we might put on the show. Until then, I'm Mike roninphan @Ultness, and you'll find Mick. Where can we find you at?
At Miss Mixbaz on all of the social medias.
And Christian, the laziest Twitter handle here.
Twitter @ChrisMarinu. I also put stuff on the Ultness.com site from time to time.
From
And
time
where
to
can we
time.
find you on the Destiny forums?
Smoke Lord 420. XXX.
I like how every week it's a different name.
Yeah,
It's great. It's my favorite part.
but it's a running theme.
Yep.
So until then, so are we gonna do a Bob Ross painting party? I think.
We might as well.
We have to.
Okay, this is my condition. We all have to wear a fro, because I think that's all where his powers come from.
I'm game.
Powers in the hair, yeah.
Yeah,
We got to get his palette too with the
And he-
titanium white.
titanium white, man. And
I'll supply the canvases. I got them.
oh, she got the canvases. We also have to unbutton the top 3 buttons of our.
Oh, see, that's
Shirts.
different for you guys than it is for me.
Well, you just wear a V-neck. You're fine.
Okay.
We need like the high-waisted jeans and the bird.
The bird. Oh,
Oh, and the squirrels?
the squirrels.
Squirrel girl. The squirrely girly. What was it?
Oh, I don't even remember.
You had a raccoon.
Oh yeah, the raccoon.
You had a raccoon that came on.